In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how I attach the printed sheet into the accordion folds. So I have all the parts that I need in order to finish making this accordion book. I have a tacking iron. I've set this to 190 degrees and the light's blinking, which indicates that it's at temperature. I've got release paper. I've got the book. I've already placed inside the book the parts that I need to attach, which is the colophon page, and then this page that goes over these accordion folds. I've got the title page that's printed on inkjet paper, and I've got a portrait of the author's father that I will slide inside here and make sure it's square inside that frame. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to make one last check to see that this is in the correct sequence for the fold. There's nothing printed behind there. That is correct. So I'm going to put one piece of dry mount tissue underneath this fold and underneath this fold, and I'm going to put a piece on this edge and this edge so that it sits inside this fold, and I'll do the same to the cover, and that will complete it. Now, so since this is working with the iron on the right, I'm just going to lift this up, turn it over. I'm going to take a piece of dry mount tissue and position it close to the edge, the top edge, and this foredge. I'll cut this above the decal, get that out of the way, and you can see that this is about 1/4 of an inch from the edges, the top and the side. I'm going to take the release paper just to tack it down, and I'm going to tack it down by going over it about 30 seconds. I want to be sure that this aligns with the top and that the fold goes into the fold of the accordion. Then I'll just bring this down and I'll find a clean side. Now I don't have a timer, but I do have just a little clock that I can watch. And when I attach the dry mount tissue and I have to go through the cover stock, I'll go about 2 minutes. And I'm going to apply pressure and let it cool. The bonding takes place as it cools. It's cooled down. The paper has bonded. I'm going to turn this around so it's just a little more of a natural way to work. I have a piece of dry mount tissue. Look for the clean side of this. It's been about 30 seconds. So I have a little residue. I'm going to maybe get a clean sheet. So I have a new piece of release paper. This side feels a little bit shinier and smoother than this side, so that side I'm going to use. So I'll close the book. I'm going through 2 pieces of cardstock. So I'm going to go for about 2.5 minutes. I'll turn this over to let the wood cool it down. Now that it's cool, you can see that both sides of the colophon have been pasted down. I'm going to unfold. I'm going to trim the dry mount tissue so that it is above the decal. I'll adjust it a little bit down so that it's, again, leaving a gap from the top or the head of the book and this fold here. I'm going to take this, lay it on there. Okay, that was about 30 seconds. So that's tacked down. Once again, this takes about 2 minutes. I will trim this the dry mount tissue above where the decal is. When it's all finished, I'll trim down a little more of the book on the bottom. So this is just going to need to be tacked and applied for 30 seconds. Okay. Tack down real well, and I'm going to just make sure increase the fold on the edge. Okay, so now do this for 2 minutes. We'll do the title page the same way. We'll just simply put dry mount tissue on the Japanese paper and then heat set that. Put dry mount tissue here and heat set that. And then we'll add the portrait inside. So we'll start with dry mount tissue on this side, and again I'll just trim off the bottom. Okay, so this is cooled down. So we have the image adhered on this side. I'm going to turn the book over just because it'll have a more natural, it'll lay more naturally. Dry mount tissue is positioned. I'm going to tack it for 30 seconds. Alright, it's 2 minutes. We'll close this and let it cool. Now the final stage will be to position a piece of dry mount film there and then insert this. It's a piece of dry mount film. Tack it for 30 seconds. Now that I've tacked dry mount film on the top there, I can take this then I will slip my fingers and then just get it positioned. It's square in there. I'll turn it over to let it cool. And the book is now finished. The portrait is attached inside the frame. The title image, title page is attached. The first poem opens out and is held by that strip of dry mount film. This sheet has an ability to move a little bit because it's only attached here and on this side. And then the colophon is here. I hope that this has been helpful and informative. If you have any questions, drop me a note. And thank you for watching.